Okay, here I wanted to begin with a clean scene, so I opened up the file called GITestScene in the projects folder, and I will begin from here. So the first thing I want to do is I want to delete this box, and I want to create a grid instead. Let me create a grid. I'll just make it a little bit bigger, and then I'll get back to my cam view. And now I'm going to show you the first method with which you can light your scene with an image. So let me just go to my shelf here and create an environment light. Let me now render my scene to show you just the result before applying any image-based lighting. So let me just render with Mantra 1, and here's the result we are getting. And next I will attach an image to this environment light, and I will use it to light my scene. But before, I wanted to draw your attention that Mantra renders faster if given .rad files for texture mapping, and it typically consumes less memory, because only the required portions of the map are loaded. To convert any texture file to the .rad format, you have many options, such as mplay, cops, iconvert, or a simpler version of iconvert called ICP. ICP is a standalone utility that ships with Houdini that I will use now to convert the PNG file I will be using as environment map to a RAD file. Let me first show you the file we will be using. I'll just minimize mplay. So this is the file we will be using as environment map. It's just a simple file to demonstrate the concept. This is a PNG file, and I will convert this PNG file to a .rad file using the ICP utility. So for that, let me go to Windows. I will open up a shell. Here I will just navigate to the folder in which I have my textures. Okay, so here's the folder where I have my textures. The only thing I have to do is just type ICP, then the name of the texture I want to be converting, which is mvlight.png, and then I'll just type the name of the target file, or the file I want to be saving to, which will be mvlight.rat. I will hit enter, and now if I do dir, I can see that now I have two mvlight files, one called mvlight.png and the second called mvlight.rat. So now I've created my mvlight.rat file, and I will be using it in our example. Let me get back to Houdini, and here in my environment light, let me just make this a little bit smaller. I will go under the light tab, and under the area light options, you can see here an option called use area map. I'll just turn it on, and I will make it point to my RAD file I had just created. I will hit accept, and then I will just render my scene. Now you can see that my image is having some colors in it. If you compare it to the first one where we didn't have an image attached, you can see a huge difference. Here it's clear that our image is having a great effect on our scene. You can see the red color, the green color, which are coming from our image, and you can see this orangey yellowish color here, which is the combination of the red and green color found in my environment light image. The second technique I wanted to show you to use image-based lighting, let me just begin by deleting this environment light. I will create a light template. Then after that, I will go to my shop context, and I'll create a VEX global illumination. Inside this VEX global illumination, I'll just turn the irradiance style from ambient occlusion to full irradiance, and under this environment map parameter here, I will also make it point to my mvlight.rat. I'll hit accept, and I will hit render one more time. We didn't have the expected result, and that's because I forgot to connect the VEX global illumination to my light template. So I'll go back to my light template. I'll just go to shaders, and I'll connect the VEX global illumination. I'll render one more time. I'll stop the video, and then I'll get back when it's done. Okay, here it goes. And now you can see one more time that I was able to light my scene using an image, but this time using a VEX global illumination shader light instead of an environment light. So now we've learned many methods to create indirect illumination inside Houdini, and the next step will be going back to our project and using one of those methods to create indirect illumination there.